Hello and welcome to the Q&A. I have some questions here, so let's start. So Jennifer is asking, is cinnamon good or bad for rosacea? I love putting cinnamon on my coffee every day. Again, I would really, even we have some general rules and general kind of, consideration coming to this regarding this elimination diet and really what we know that triggers rosacea. Cinnamon can be one of them. And I mean, I had after cinnamon red nose when I was in the healing phase. In maintenance phase, you will not, I don't have now red nose after cinnamon, and I love cinnamon, and I put in my coffee together with cardamom pods. But when you want to heal, if it doesn't do any harm to you, it's fine. You can use it. But just keep in mind that cinnamon can sometimes make, can create issues. So another question, is it bad to exfoliate dry skin on rosacea patches? I guess it would be better to moisturize the area. I would not exfoliate. We want to really create the good barrier, skin barrier, and with exfoliation in this inflammatory conditions, you can do more harm than good. Yeah, and now another question is about cleaning the clean products. So what we can put to the face, like I would really, you're saying that using Cetaphil. So Cetaphil as well contains some ingredients that can be really problematic. So I would, as I said, I'm using these Med Hippie and I love it and really suits me. But when I was really healing, I tried to put really almost nothing on my skin. I was using just aloe vera to moisturize it. And I was making, just clean shea butter. If it's really if you have very dry skin, I would just buy a clean shea butter. You can buy it on Amazon and just put it like, little pieces of shea butter. I just, melted it and put it in a little pots. That's what I was doing, kind of, but it's very difficult to see because we are from different countries and there are different regulations. But always try to, if you have any products, put it in a Facebook group and I can have a look at it. But Cetaphil, I know it's problematic because I think it has silicone in it and depending which Cetaphil you're using. So I would say be careful with that. And absolutely it's good to use red light therapy. Absolutely. It's good to use for sure, red light therapy. So Laura is asking, will you be offering your classes again after your 4 months are completed? So now I'm not sure when I will do this workshop again because I do it usually once a year. And so last year I did it first time in July, and this year now again it's in this month. Let's see, depending how much time I will have, because this is this is something I do extra and I'm so passionate about it. So let's see how we go. But I have nothing planned, just put it like this. So you mentioned kefir, yogurt are rich in probiotic food, but I thought we should avoid dairy products. So dairy for majority people are really triggering because they produce mucus, and it's something that we have to really like. There's a lot of things that dairy do, but I'm talking about dairy milk. Because of the yogurt and kefir, it's already fermented. So fermented, for example, it has different constituents because the bacteria ate the parts of the milk, so it will have different kind of reaction to your body. So milk can be inflammatory, but yogurt and kefir might not. That's why a lot of people really cannot have milk but can have yogurt. And I didn't have dairy for several months, and I have dairy now, but I can do dairy every day, like big bowls of yogurt every day, because I think I would provoke this that I have, rosacea, obviously. I don't want to wake up the state that I was before. So you have to try again. And as the journey, again, it's really, I like to, again, to say that we have to look always on the personalized level, because one of you can tolerate it well, one of you, you have to be off it for some time. Can you have dairy-free mayo and ranch in your dressing, as a dressing in a salad? So, and sugar-free maple syrup. Okay, so there's a few things here that I want to really mention. So be careful. You can have anything dairy-free, but it depends what you instead having. Like what they put, if they put some chemicals instead of dairy, then like you're not really doing any good, because you are going from one bad scenario to some worst scenario. Ranch dressing can be good if it's from good ingredients. You always read the label. And a gluten-free tortilla, if it's yeah, like again, that's okay. And sugar-free maple syrup. Please, sugar-free maple syrup, there is no such a thing that it will be good. It will be full of really bad ingredients. It will be a lot of artificial sweeteners. I would avoid that. You can go back to maple syrup, a real maple syrup. You just use 1 spoon on, you know, if you want to make it sweet. But I would avoid all the artificial things that just, no, not good. So I would avoid it. And then when you are done with the healing phase, you can go back to maple syrup, to really the good stuff. Yeah, Helicobacter pylori is associated with rosacea, and then the question is like level up, like why do I have Helicobacter pylori? So we always like go upstream. So why is that? Why is that? And then we find the root cause, because that's, and then we can go back, you know, forward again. So we go first backwards and then we go forwards. So question. I found out that I'm overacting if I eat something that is high in histamine levels. That's very typical for us. We have a lot of people with rosacea has histamine intolerance. So I would, of course, you don't want to eat food that really are causing you trouble. So definitely I would pause it. But again, it's very, you would just walk blind all the time. You have to start with elimination diet and then adding food, and really be like detective to each food. Obviously, all processed food is no question needs to go, but all these nuances with vegetables, it's really only an elimination diet can tell you really what's going on. And so did I? Yes, I answered that. And yeah, another question is when the program starts. Yeah, so the program is starting 13th of April, which is in 1 month kind of, and it will be 4 months. Why it's 4 months is because last year I did first group coaching program for rosacea healing, and because my rosacea and other patients that I help, it took around 1 year, and mine was about 10 months, but usually my patients, it took really a longer time. So I thought it will be 7 months. But when we did the group sessions, I could see the improvement that people have already in 4 months, after 4 months or before 4 months. So I thought, okay, we don't need to do 7, we can do 4, so you can really see the results if you do the work. So that's why it's 4 months. And what is the what we can expect? So basically, at the moment, there is a portal where all the videos is educational. So everything that functional medicine teaches. So from gut microbiome to, you know, environmental toxin, to how to detoxify body with the food and lifestyle, how to you know, work on insulin resistance, whatever that's the scenario, the roadmap. I was it's somewhere here in the group, the blue picture with the roadmap on it. So that we'll be working on, and it's really, the videos already there. The sessions that we'll be having every week on week basis, about 1 hour, 1.5 hours every Monday. Monday is 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be meeting every week, and we will be doing yoga meditation, and I will be picking up the most important stuff, and you will be able to ask me anything from the videos that you've seen. So I don't want that you spend hours and hours watching something. I just always tell you, okay, watch this and we talk about it if you don't understand anything. But most important is, I don't want to just, you know, give you like presentations. I want with this that you applied, that you implement what I will be talking about. This is why is it so crucial that we will be doing it together. We'll be doing it together. I will guide you, support you, as we cannot have relationship doctor patient. We don't, so I can't prescribe you medicine. I cannot tell you what to do. But what I can do is, if you decide you're doing a work towards healing, I can guide you and support you and give you all my love that I have, because I was there. So I basically walk the talk. So I will do elimination diet, because I believe that if I do it with you, we can really do it. Like, it's the energy is there. So that's basically what is it at the moment. I like to have a very small group. I think at the moment, if I don't mistaken myself, there are 2 places left. So those, I know the few of you ask me that you're thinking about it during the weekend. So I don't want that you miss your place. So if you are on the fence, schedule call with me, or tell me that you most likely will join. Otherwise, it will be gone. And next time, I would not be able to run it for this price. It's 120 a month, which is like a price for 1 coffee a day. It's really, I think, inexpensive, and I'm doing it because I just want that there is no barrier. But I think I would not be able to do it next time, because as we grow, it will be harder and harder to do it. So if you're on the fence, just let me know what is it that's stopping you, and we can talk about it. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. And another question is, Dr. Radka, you mentioned long time fasting twice a year. Do you think it could be interesting to do as at the starting point to clean our body? Thank you. Yeah, so with the fasting, it's really interesting, because like I think that we should be all fasting, especially we are women, and fasting and estrogen goes together. There's an estrobolome in the body, which is like, it's all the estrogen goes back to blood. If we're doing something wrong, then we don't eliminate it, and then we have the hormonal disbalances. It's so complex. I'm not specialist in this, but I know a little bit, that I know what to do to really be balanced. And so this is something that I would not suggest to do fasting prolonged unless you spoke to your doctor, or if you're on medication, I would just not do it. It's too much of experimenting, because you might faint somewhere, especially if you're working. You might faint somewhere, and just you don't want to do it. Always ask your doctor or physician first. But I really find it very soothing, especially the 36 hours. I found it very soothing. I did it, twice a year, and I would love to do it again, but it's kind of I didn't have time, because you have to it must be scheduled as well, where you are in your cycle. This is as well good. We don't need to fast when we when we, for example, are getting period. It's better we don't fast. We need the nutrients, because we are losing the blood. So it's complex, and again, I don't have time to talk about it all, but fasting is absolutely, we should be all doing every day, but not this prolonged, only this up to 16 hours every single day. This is the healthy lifestyle. No matter if you have rosacea or not, this is the healthy lifestyle. We should be all fasting, because it's anti-aging. This is how we get into the late age healthy. And we have to still eat food, because sarcopenia is real problem. People are really having a fall. They're healthy otherwise, they're having a fall, and then they will ended up in this hospital, and then the end of the story. So there's something we know, and we have to work on that. So work on muscle, work on the really eating nutritious food in this eating window. And if you can try the prolonged fasting. I think it's really, especially if people have autoimmune diseases, I think it's very good. But again, it's you have to be, it's very personalized. I would not really say prescribed everybody should have prolonged fast, but it's wonderful. Like for me, it was really a kind of spiritual experience, because suddenly you when you have this 60,000 thoughts during the day, and you just go from one to another and do and go, and to-do list, long to-do list, and you just keep going. And when you do the fasting, it's kind of you will be able to pause in between these thoughts And this is where the magic lies. This is where you can get some insight. I don't know from where, from somewhere, when we get inspiration, when we, say, no, I'm doing it this now. And just when we get things in different way, when we have this special moments that we know what to do. And this is only when we slow down, when we stop. And so when the body stop working on metabolizing the food, you have more kind of, I don't know, more capacity to be focusing on that. That was my experience. Again, it's just like anecdotal experience from me, but it's wonderful. And there's actually some studies that really there actually can go into the places where you can be monitored and have a prolonged fasting even for 7 days or something like that. And I think this can be very, very helpful for some people. But not for those who are already needs to gain weight, and not for those who have history of eating disorders, some kind of. So like that. So I hope it was helpful. If you have more questions, I'm more than happy to go again live tomorrow. And I'm really I know that you might say like, well, this is 5 days and now it's finished, and I will be always coming back here in this group, but it will be not so often because it's like pop-up group. So again, the next year will be the workshop. But of course, you can find me anywhere. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can always message me. You can send me email if you have question. And I will always kind of, this is, I think, faster to do video because it's just the message go quicker across, I think. And so I really enjoy that. You are such a beautiful group. I'm so lucky to be like talking to you, and thank you for the messages. Like really, it warms my heart so much, and I'm really grateful and appreciate you so much. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and if not, it's fine. And those who wants to join, please join. You will learn so much. So much. As I said, I cannot promise anything. I cannot promise that you will heal in 4 months, but you will learn so much. It will change your life. I can promise you that. Definitely. You will get so much support. And the women that join already, they're so beautiful, each of them. So I'm so excited just for this experience to meet again each week like this. It will be, I think, a really beautiful experience. So all right. Take care of yourself. Have a lovely Saturday, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.